The ATOMOS Flame series has been a huge success, bringing loads of new monitoring features to the world. With HDR content ramping up and consumer panels hitting the stores, this is the perfect time to be taking advantage of your log camera and shooting HDR. Let's dive in and take a look at the new improved features of the Flame. We now have support for the JVC LS300, including the J-Log curve. We also have support for the entire Red Digital Cinema lineup, with all of the current color gamuts on the HDR engine. Color mapping with Atom HDR has improved significantly, with more precise mathematics used to map each pixel with more accurate colors and brightness. This will also result in better performance in the blacks, improving shadow detail. PQ in and out is now supported in 7.1. This means we can accept an ST2084 signal from a HDR camera like a Red or from a computer. We can also send a PQ signal out to a HDR panel, making your Flame your playout device. We can now play back in slow motion, forward or backwards in 5 different speed variations each way. We have brought back the much-loved battery priority mode. You now have control over what slot gets priority, either battery slot A or B, or DC. A HDR slider has been introduced, so you can now slide from standard dynamic range, or Rec 709, through to HDR. As you slide up, additional stops of dynamic range will be resolved on the panel. This is represented as percentage of Rec 709, and also stops above Rec 709. A yellow bar will now appear on your waveform. This is a clipping graticule that's dynamically linked to your HDR slider. As you adjust the slider, the clipping point increases the dynamic range you can see on your monitor. This Auto HDR button is the perfect way to set up your shot. One touch takes the clipping graticule to the maximum luminance level of the scene to display a higher dynamic range. So there you have it, guys, loads of extra features to help improve the way you work on your Flame. Please go to our website, atomos.com/support for this download, and as always, happy shooting.